Hi, Callum McLean here from How to Become a Successful Trader and Investor. And in this video I'm going to be looking at the Financial Freedom Planner. All this is like a little tool just to help you, prepare your goals, get yourself set out in where you want to go, what you want to achieve. Because this planner is going to show you what's possible with compound interest and what's possible within our trading system, as it were. So if you was to invest in us, this is what is possible, because we are averaging at present 6% a month. So what I want to do is take you through what that means in terms of what you can get every month, what your sort of end fund can look like in so many years, or what sort of money can you take out of it monthly to earn some income. So first we've got to do some disclaimers. The legal side of it, it's something we can't get out of, so we just get on and do it. So what we're basically saying here, the results shown in this video are based on hypothetical performance. In other words, I've just put a spreadsheet together with every month identically 6%. It's never going to be that way. Trading doesn't work out like that. You're going to have high months and you're going to have low months, but it averages out. At the moment we're 6 to 8% on average. That's what we're trying to get, anywhere within there, and we know we're doing well. Or anywhere between 6 and 10%, and we're happy. That's what we're looking for. So the results shown in this video are based on hypothetical performance, results that have certain inherent limitations. Unlike the results shown in actual performance record, these results do not represent actual trading. I'm not trying to say that this is what we are doing, this is our results. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if we get 6% average every month, this is what your account could look like in the future. So no representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to the results being shown. You're not going to get 6% bang on every month. That's not how this works. We don't limit what the results can be. You may get higher, you may get lower. That's trading. So the risk disclaimer for Forex trading. Trading foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk. We've gone through that in a previous video, and may not be suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. The high degree of leverage can work for you as well as against you. Before deciding to invest in foreign exchange, you should carefully consider your investment objectives. So that's, what are you trying to achieve? Don't just go into it saying, well, I want to make a load of money, because that's not going to happen. That's not how it works. You need to decide what you want to begin with, because otherwise later on you can get taken away by fear or greed, and when you make decisions out of emotions, that's when things go horribly wrong. So you need to have a plan from the beginning. What do you want to achieve? What are you going to do with it? And again, this is something that will get covered in the group time and time again, and it'll be covered in detail in the 9-day challenge that's coming up soon. So be aware that you've got to understand what your objectives are in order to attain them. It's the same with any goal. You can't just come into this saying, well, I want to make a load of money, because you will self-sabotage and things will happen to make you lose the money or spend it sillily or whatever else. You've also got to consider your level of experience. You don't really, because we're doing the trading for you, but how that will affect you is the experience of your emotions you'll get through this. Because when we get in drawdowns and your equity is smaller than your balance, you will have an emotion towards it. When you start to see your profits come in every month, you will have an emotional feeling towards it. And if we have a really good month, you will have an emotional feeling towards it. Got to be aware of that, and you've got to be mindful of what the emotions are and how you behave afterwards. Fear and greed are traders and investors' biggest downfall. You've got to be mindful of that. And also your risk appetite. Now, that's more for traders on your own. When you're trading for yourself, then you'll understand your risk appetite. At the moment, we are doing the risk appetite for you, and it's fairly small. We do have more aggressive accounts, but we can't put them until we start our own private fund, we can't do them. The financial boards won't allow us to do them. Obviously don't like people earning lots of money, but there is a high level of risk involved, and the drawdowns are bigger, so the emotions are fairly big. But so there is a possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment. And remember, we've gone through this before. If you've not seen it, check out the previous video that I did. Can't remember which one, but it basically shows you that if you are a good trader and you understand equity management, it's actually very difficult to lose all your money. Put 5,000 into a calculator, -1%. -1%. Don't press equal, just -1%. See how many times you have to do that before that 5,000 gets to zero. That is how many consecutive losses you would need to have in order to lose your account. So yes, it is possible, and many traders who have no idea how to be a trader and how to equity manage, they do lose accounts. It has been known and it has happened, but it is always the people who don't know what they're doing. You should also be aware of all the risks associated with foreign exchange trading, and seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. Again, remember, that's what all these videos are building up to. Told you about leverage, told you about margin. You don't need to know the exact ins and outs, but I want you to be aware of what is going on and what can happen. For your peace of mind, it's so that you get to understand what is going on, because then you can see that actually if you find somebody trustworthy who is manually trading a system, then it is a very good prospect for making good money. I will deal with manual and bots and AI trading in another video, but for now, just understand that there is risk involved in everything you do. Remember, I said in another video again, there is risk involved in everything. If you step outside your house, you take a risk. This is the disclaimer that we have to do legally. So now let me take you into our financial, no, that's what I wanted to do. Let's move me out of the way of it so I don't get in the way. So what we've got here is the Financial Freedom Planner. It's basically a spreadsheet that takes your starting fund, the percentage increase, and then gives you an end fund. It also tells you what the chargeable profit is for that month and how much our fee would be. That gives you the end balance. The watermark, what the watermark is basically is that's the level we have to get to before we can start charging you commission again. So basically, after your first month, we'll have earned you 600, let's say call this dollars, $600 profit. Our fee would be $60, so therefore your balance would be $10,540. So next month, that first $60 we get you back for free, so we don't charge you twice. And then once that's back up, then you have a fund end, and then we have a chargeable profit. If you notice, that chargeable profit is 572, which is 10,600, not the 10,500. So you see that we are giving you, that's what watermark means. Basically, we get you back to where you were, and then we charge commission. So this is then your fees, this is your fund growth, this is the balance, this is the watermarks, everything you need to know. And then of course you have this, shows you at the end of the year how much you would have. Let's start with the 5,000 that we say is good, a minimum to invest. Now the reason why people will and should invest more is if you want to get to financial freedom quicker. Because what you'll notice is when the chargeable profit, this is how much we make you a month, when you start getting to the higher figures like 2,000, 3,000, this is when you can start to take money out as an income, because this is how much money you're earning every month. That month there earned 1,954. Some people could live off of that, you know. And this is when you can start to decide, oh, hold on a minute. The way I do it is I say, if you want 2,000 a month, wait till it gets to 4,000 a month, so that you're still growing your account and then you're paying yourself too. And then maybe when it gets to 6,000, you say to yourself, right, I want to, pay myself 3,000. and when you get to 8, pay yourself 4. But that's all possible and doable when we have a look at the fund. So again, the quicker you want to get to financial freedom, then the more you put in to the fund to start with. Otherwise, understand that it's probably going to take 2.5 years until it starts to give you a reasonable level of income that you can start taking money out of if you just start with the 5,000. But again, let's have a look at this 5,000. Now, there are several ways to manage an account. Some people, very low risk aversions, and are worried about investments, or they're not entirely sure of investments. Or then for you, the name of your game should be get your 5,000 back as soon as possible. And the way I would do that myself is every 3,000, take out 1,000. So when the fund gets to 8, take out 1,000. Now before I do that, take a note on the right hand side where I've got end of year what your values are. So this is without withdrawing anything. Your fund's going to be just under 10, just 17, 30, 55, and so on. Watch how that changes by taking 1,000 out. Those of you who are astute and you spotted it, you would have seen that on year 10 you're actually losing about 200,000 just by taking this 1,000 out here early on. That's the power of compound interest, and that's something I want you to be aware of. If you start taking payments out now, and then you say, well, why haven't I got my million in year 8? You know why. Because 1,000 now can make a big difference to later on. But I understand that 10 years time, a couple of million, a lot of people don't want to wait that long. Why do you want, I don't need to have a million. Because remember, when you're at the end of year 10 and you've got that 1 million in your account, you're actually going to be earning 80,000 a month. Not everyone needs 80,000 a month. Some people most people 20,000 a month is more than adequate. Some people 10,000 a month is more than adequate. So don't be too panicky about, I'm going to knock down this big number at the end of year 10 and then I'm going to be poor. No. That's not how it happens. I just want you to be aware of, I don't want you getting to year 8 and saying, well, I thought I would have a million. If you start taking money out, your pot's not going to be good, be as big, but you've got to understand that this chargeable profit, that is how much you're making on top of your watermark every month. Okay? So let's have a look. Let's take the 5,000 out and see how that affects all the different ways. What I'm basically going to do is just show you several different ways of how you can run the account so that you're still growing your fund, but you can take money out and enjoy it, because basically that's what money's there for. You're supposed to, what I'm trying to teach people is don't ever buy anything with income you've earned yourself. Income you've earned yourself should only be from investing. Everything you buy should be from passive income, because the idea is you want to get yourself to where your passive income is paying your expenses. You then choose every day whether or not you go to work. So obviously the first goal you need to work out is how much money do you want to get, how much money do you want to pay yourself monthly, what are your expenses now, work out what your financial freedom number is. Again, this is all going to be covered in detail, and I'll give you more of a hand on that when we do the 9-day challenge. I just want to go through this now so that I can whiz through it on the 9-day challenge, because you can watch this video and you can start playing with it. It's basically, at some point, this with every challenge, everything you need to do, you've got to set a goal. This will help you do it. This will help you understand what is possible and how quickly or slowly you can get to where you need to be. Okay? So again, let's go back to where we were. You put your 5,000 in, you let it increase to 3,000, and then you take out 1,000. So now you want to wait till you get to 11. Take out 1,000. Now I know this isn't really fast, so we're October, so you're into the second year already and you've only got 2,000 back, so it's not rapid, but remember, after 8 months you can only lose 4,000, after another 7 months you can only lose 3,000, and yet your account is at 12,000. Your original 5,000 is now sitting at nearly 12,000 or 11,500, and you can only lose $3,000 of it all at peak time tomorrow, which is very rare. So then you wait to go, it goes to 14,000. If you notice now it's getting quicker until you take the money out. So that you've done 1 year, 2 years, start of the third year, you get your 3,000 out. So you've now got a 15,000 account, and you can only actually lose $2,000. So let's wait till it gets to 18. There we go, 18, take 1,000. So that's in the same year. We're still in year 3. You've now got an $18,000 account, and you can only lose 1,000. If everything went absolutely wrong tomorrow and you lost all your money, you can only actually lose 1,000. So then when it gets to 21, which is still that same year, so let's have a look at December. So 3 years into this investment, your original 5,000 has been given back to you. You've taken that, you've withdrawn that back out. So this no longer owes you any money. This is now free. Everything from here is free. You haven't put any money into it. You haven't invested any time into it. This is real free, and your account is sitting at $21,150. Okay, that's 3 years from just investing $5,000. And then you can say, right, now I want to earn $1,000 a month. So wait till this gets up to 2,000. So wait till you get to your second month of 2,000. So right, I am now going to pay myself $1,000 a month until this gets up to 4, and then you're going to pay yourself 2. So basically, you're going to pay yourself 1,000, probably to about there. Or not, a bit further. To that there. 1 more for good luck. Okay, so there we go. So now, the end of year 3, you're in for 21. End of year 4, your account's growing, but you're not paying anything, but it's not cost you any money now. You've got your original money back. Start of year 4, you can start to pay yourself, so April of year 4, you can start to pay yourself $1,000 a month. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So nearly 2 years of paying yourself $1,000. Now you can't live off of that, but it's a nice add-on, considering that your original 5,000 you've already got back. Your account's still growing because your account size now is 87,000. You've just paid yourself 21,000. Again, when you look up here, you'll see how this changes your results. Year 10 now is no longer a couple of million, you're down into 80,000, but you've taken 21,000 out of this. You've made 21,000. It's cost you nothing, and you still have an account of 87,000. And then when it gets to 4, you can say, right, I'm going to start paying myself 2,000 a month until maybe it gets to 6. So you come down here, it's probably going to be about there, maybe. Wasn't far out. So then bring that down to here, and there you go. So then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you've then got 13 months of paying yourself 2,000. Now, depending on your circumstances, 2,000 might do you. I mean, 2,000 to me in Thailand, when all my house is paid for, cars paid for, bikes paid for, everything's paid for, $2,000, well, that's nice, thank you very much. I can live quite easily off of that. I could just do that for the rest of my time. You know, my account's still growing, you know, it's still getting bigger, and I'm earning, I can now pay myself 3,000 a month, even better. So there are so many different ways of how you can manage your account. It all depends on what you are looking to achieve. So what we're going to do is leave this video here. You can play with this to your heart's content. Get involved with the 9-day challenge if you haven't already, because I'll then show you how to nail this down as to what you really want, because some people can get a bit scared of the big numbers, or you know, in order to be financially free and where I want to be, I need to be a millionaire. That's not true. What you need to start understanding is who you really are, what you really want to achieve, and then what that number looks like. And I'll really grind that in. I'm going to grind it in, that sounds really bad. That's not what I'm going to do. But I'll really help you find that number that's really for you, because it's not always as big as you think. Even if you want to drive Ferraris, even if you want to have a yacht, the number is not as big as you think. I can help you work that out. And then once you have a number, you can then look at this and plan when you're going to get to it. Okay? Hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you understand how to use this. I am going to stick this plan in the comments below. I will probably do the Excel and do a link for the Google Sheets so that everyone should be covered. Hope you've enjoyed it. Speak to you soon. If you haven't already, please jump into the 9-day challenge group. That way, I want to keep everything to do with the challenge in there so that I can keep it. Everyone, when I put a post out, everyone's going to see it. There's not going to be any other noise or whatever else. It's just going to be value, and me giving you kick up the butt every now and again. Why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done this? If you like the video, if you're watching live, put hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. If you like what you're seeing, if you like what I'm saying, give me thumbs up, give me some love. It does make me feel nice, and also helps me get out into the big wide world. So again, thanks for joining me on this video, and I'll talk to you again soon.